Welcome back to another episode of the K-Dog and Fish Show. I am Fish.
K-Dog.
Funko is scaling back. We talked about it on a previous show, and we've got 10 ideas of how they can do it.
Let's talk about it.
On a show we just posted on Tuesday, we read the announcement that Funko was scaling back. They're going to go like a lean startup.
Yeah.
And some ideas of how they could do this. And we're like, we expanded on it for this show. We thought there's so many things that they're doing. And we kind of touched on it a bit on that show, especially when it came to the amount of SKUs. Like we did, for example, the Wakanda Forever Black Panther movie. There was 14 commons, 8 in one wave, 6 in another, and it's like you got to cut back on SKUs. Now that's one idea of how to cut back, but we had some other ideas of other products that they do that are just maybe we don't need.
Yeah.
So let's go through the list, and I think we were starting it off with these big boys.
Yeah.
The posters. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love this.
Well, they're amazing, but they're expensive.
Yes.
And from a retailer, we're retailers.
Yeah.
They take up a lot of room, you know? So we're in Canada.
And shipping them.
Shipping them is awful, right? Shipping them is so tough. Our retail price is around $100.
Yeah, and to be 1,000% transparent with you guys, it should be higher.
It should be higher, yeah, absolutely.
We're trying to be competitive with big box stores, so we're retailing these at $99.99.
Yeah,
and we should be charging like at least $120 for them.
Way more. And then if you purchase one online, you qualify for free shipping, and shipping this costs us a fortune. Yeah. So when it's all said and done, we made a toonie. So,
now, the cool thing about these is that they have this huge figure inside, at least a 6-inch figure.
Yeah.
Some of them don't reflect the actual movie poster.
Yeah.
This one does with Indiana Jones with the whip, and I love this. I own it. Right. I have it on my wall, and you can take the cardboard off and hang them on your wall.
Yeah.
But the actual shelf space it would take up if you didn't hang it on your wall and you wanted the cardboard and storing them here, it's huge. I think that Funko, despite our initial thoughts on the itties that or the bitties or the
whatever you want to call
bitties,
them.
they don't take up any space,
right?
So it's actually a good thing. They're cool looking too, being so small. I actually have come around on those, and I think that one of the things that they could scale back on is the giant movie posters. Although they're cool, they are
very cool, but you got to think from a production point of view, it probably costs a lot of money to put them together.
Yeah.
And then on top of them, they still have to ship them
to us,
to North America.
Yeah.
So you got to think, this is taking up a of room in those containers, right? Where you could fit a lot more pops.
Yeah, it's just too much space.
Here's the question, though.
Give it to me.
You weren't a retailer
and
getting it at wholesale, would you pay $100 for it?
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm getting these at wholesale because we are retailers.
Yeah.
And that's why I have it on my wall. I would not. I personally, probably not.
Yeah, no one that comes into the store this summer even really says anything about it.
About the posters.
They see them, they go, oh, those look cool, and they move on, right? Yeah. It's cool, but it's a really high retail price point, and I think it's a massive production problem for them, and I'm sure it costs a lot to make.
Now, something else that they could scale back on.
Yeah.
Go.
The deluxe albums.
Yeah.
The albums are cool. There's a lot of albums, but the albums seem to sell pretty well.
The smaller ones.
But those deluxe albums are huge.
They're huge.
Like massive.
They're the same problem as these.
Yeah, we can't ship them. There's no way to ship them on our website, so we don't ship the deluxe albums, and they're also massive and expensive.
They are very expensive.
Like they were retailing on the Funko shop for like 70 bones, weren't they?
It depends. Yeah.
Now, again, if you're if Def Leppard's your favorite band, and like every morning you're brushing your teeth to pour some sugar on me.
Who doesn't?
Who wouldn't? Like, then maybe you're going to buy the deluxe album, you know? But for the mainstream...
And again, you could hang them on your wall.
And you could hang them on the wall. But the mainstream, I don't think, again, they're going to buy them. They're probably costing a ton of money to make. And again, taking up a lot of space, shipping them to North America.
Yeah.
I think it's, again, too much.
So on that same note, there's also the deluxe moments.
Yeah.
So I remember right away they were announcing those, and they did the ones at Christmas.
Yeah, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, and Elf.
And Elf.
And
yeah.
then they did a few more right after, and it was Harry Potter at Hagrid's Hut with a bunch of characters. The Korg Meek moment in New Asgard with the Noob Master. Which is hilarious.
Right.
On the couch playing video games. And then the really cool, which we're about to actually receive those soon.
Yeah.
The Eddie moment from Stranger Things with Dustin on the trailer, playing the guitar, demo bats. That might be one of the coolest moments.
That one is cool.
Ever.
Yeah.
But again, they're the same size as those album deluxes. And since the Harry Potter, the Stranger Things, and the Korg one, we haven't seen deluxes be announced, deluxe moments.
No, I think they're
so I think that they are pulling back on these now.
Yeah.
They tried it, they tested it with those couple.
Yeah.
And those aren't coming. I don't think we're going to see more.
I don't think they're the exact size of a deluxe album, but
pretty close.
It's pretty close.
They're huge.
I think they're deeper.
A little, you're right.
Yeah, so but still they're huge, right? And I mean the Stranger Things one, obviously that moment's going to sell like crazy.
I think that it's really cool. I just don't think. I think it's a product line that they could cut back on.
But you saw, and it was all over the interweb, that those Christmas Vacation ones and the Home Alone ones were being blown out
in Walmart.
At Walmart
in the States in Walmart
because it was a Walmart exclusive.
Yeah,
Funko Shop had it on their website for $70 too, I believe.
Yeah, USD.
Yeah. But Walmart was like blowing them out
$5
$5 or something, like crazy
after
numbers.
Christmas, and they had a major inventory, and they were huge.
Yeah,
Walmart USA was blowing them out on shelf for $5 to $10.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
And then the Funko Shop never dropped their price.
Right,
might be 60 USD or I can't remember 70 USD, but
that was 2. Now we're on to 3. This one's tough.
Okay,
all the sports covers. The Slam, we have Slam covers, and then we have NBA covers, but we have Prism covers, and then we have Prism Mosaic covers. And then we have the NFL covers.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of covers.
All the trading card covers.
Yeah. Number 5 we already touched on. We'll touch on it super quick, and that's 10 inches.
Yeah, we did a show. Is Funko cutting back on 10-inch figures? We did a show recently on that, and we feel like they are.
Yeah.
So that is definitely something that could cut back. With this reshaping the company.
Yeah, I think 10 inches would be way more popular if they were super limited, and it's like a con exclusive, or it comes with a chase.
Yeah, the
Superman chase,
Walmart, or the Huckleberry Hound, where it came red chase Huckleberry Hound.
That was super cool.
If you do very limited 10-inch, and it's a figure that imposes that it should be big.
Yeah.
And then maybe offer a chase, then you could do limited 10-inch, but cut back on mainstream 10-inch.
Exactly. This one is a no-brainer, and luckily everybody agrees.
Okay.
Being all of North America, all of everyone, is gold figures.
I don't get why they did the gold, and they just did a new gold, a Snoop gold for San Diego.
No.
I don't like the gold figures. I don't think that they work.
Nobody cares.
They don't look as cool as Pops to me.
Don't need it. Don't need it.
Sports and music are all the gold, and I think that they are cutting back, and hopefully they're cutting back
right out of it.
Right out of gold. We don't need it.
I'm sure they're also giving a nice kickback to obviously those players and in the sports, and obviously the musicians are probably getting a nice kickback, which they deserve. But I don't think they're selling
gold figures. Cut it.
This one's a little iffy because a lot of them are really cool.
Okay.
But I think it's another question of, are we doing too many? And that's comic covers.
I do like the comic covers.
But there's some that are just like, do we need that? Like
I think they are making too many.
Too many.
But if you look at the first ever comic cover ones, you could have probably stopped there, really. Yeah. Like they did the Batman one, they did Superman.
Yeah.
And then for Marvel, the Amazing Fantasy #1 Spider-Man.
Right.
You probably could have just stopped it there.
Right.
And did these limited cool comic covers. But now it's like there's currently 4 Wolverine ones.
Yeah. And also, I mean, they are getting expensive also.
Yeah.
They used to be $19.99 both on Target and the Funko Shop, and now they're $30, $29.99 on Target, $30 on Funko. Like now they're $30. Like you raise the price 50%.
Yeah.
So again, is Funko getting too expensive? You know, even like the 10 inches, like we said, are now $44.99.
Yeah.
USD. Are they worth $44.99 USD?
Used to be $29.
Used to be $29.99. Yeah, exactly. So,
all right, next on the list.
Well, we already talked about it, but we might as well dive right into it because they did just launch and they are awesome.
What's that?
So let's celebrate them while they're here before they head off to the landfill.
What's that?
Blockbuster Rewind. Yeah.
This is what it looks like. Mm-hmm. And it is not the same size. I thought it was going to be the same size as a VHS clamshell box.
Yeah.
Like a big VHS cover.
Right.
This plastic to me is super thin.
Yeah.
And it's small and the figure looks like Playmobil.
Yep.
So I honestly do not care for these at all.
Yep.
I think there'll be a limited amount. Like if you're a huge fan of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Like I even had somebody who was like, I don't really like the Blockbuster Rewind, but I collect everything Scooby-Doo. Could you get me one of these? And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Because it's Scooby-Doo, not because it's these actual boxes. Now, the good thing about these is that they are cheaper than a Funko soda. We thought that they were going to be expensive because we imagined them to be a bit bigger.
Yeah.
And they do each come with a chase, but the figure looks like Playmobil, and the cases are really small. So at least that they are retailing these for $15 USD,
still too much.
where soda is $18 USD, which that doesn't make any sense to me because a Funko Shop exclusive pop is $15 USD.
But the production on the sodas is probably high.
It is. So the sodas are more expensive. So at least these are only $15 American. There's been a lot of negative feedback. There's some people that like them, and you're entitled to that opinion. But for us, I think this is something that they launch for this year, and then with the new regime, a new person in charge, and scaling back production and going back to what they said, a lean startup, that these will be gone.
Lean.
Yeah, these will be gone.
And that leads to what I made the comment on our last show, is that I still fully believe, as much as I do enjoy them to a certain degree, I think the one and probably most important thing that Funko's got to cut out is the Funko soda.
Yeah, they've gone up in price.
They're too expensive, and I just don't. I think the novelty is worn off.
The Chase Hunt is cool, though.
The Chase Hunt is cool, but
what if they did limited?
You can do limited if you want, but
limited soda.
I think Funko is known for Funko Pops. People want Funko Pops. That's all there is to it. Like, I think the soda, as cool as the soda is, it's expensive to produce. It's heavier than a pop, which means you're going to have more shipping costs coming across the ocean. They're small, so you can fit a lot more in a container, I guess.
Also, the 3-liter soda costs $40 USD.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$40 USD, which we have to retail after getting them in. Ours on our site are $99.99 US or Canadian.
Yeah. But after you factor in, okay, if it's $40 USD, you got to factor in the conversion to Canadian.
Yeah.
Then we have to
get it here.
We have to get it to our partner, USA partner, to hold it there. Then we got to ship it here. Then we got to fill out all the custom forms and play the custom forms. Then we got to ship it to Canada. By the time we're said and done, $99.99.
But again, we're trying to keep
way more. But
we're trying to keep the price.
We're just trying to do whatever, right?
Fair to people. Yeah,
we're literally playing a break-even game right now.
That's where something you could cut back.
Yeah,
and I do love sodas, but once they started going into no piece count, just a soda for into the Across the Spider-Verse, Wakanda Forever. The ones that had no piece count and just tons of characters,
right?
That to me, it's too much.
It's a lot, even for a retailer. It's a lot, because our prices went up so much.
Yeah,
if there was only 3, we'd probably get a master case of each. So we do 36 of each.
But they did raise the price on wholesale price on soda.
Yeah, but you did 6, so we only did 12 across the board because there was just too many, or maybe we did 18,
limited
18 across the board.
We would get more of that limited character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So 3 we get more, and then we sold out. We got Spot in, and we sold out right away. Spider-Punk sold out right away.
It's gone, yeah.
And the other 4 haven't shown up yet, but we only got 18, whereas we couldn't do 36 times all 6 SKUs, so we did 18 times 6, which is the same number as if we would have done 36 times 3. Obviously, that's math. But yeah, we sold out of those right away. Whereas if it was just 3 characters, we would have got 36.
We'd still have some.
We still have some in stock, hopefully, or maybe those will be gone too. But who knows? So we've covered pretty much everything. This one we can wrap up into one, and that's pins and puzzles. The P&P.
The P&P.
P&P.
Yeah, pins are completely unnecessary. The big ones, the little ones, let's get rid of pins.
Yeah.
And when they were talking about launching Funko puzzles, we were shaking our heads like there is absolutely no need for this whatsoever. I mean, it's a thing for little kids, I guess.
Yeah.
But Funko puzzles, unnecessary. Get back to what you do.
Yeah.
If this announcement is true and the stuff that we talked about on our previous show, and you're scaling back, you're going back to being a lean startup, and you're going to eliminate all this stuff. These are great suggestions. And hopefully that means you are also doing, some cutting back on the amount of SKUs in regular pops as well. What do you guys think? Tell us in the comments. Are we on the right track? Are these things that Funko will scale back on? Is there something we missed? Let us know what you think Funko should cut back on in order to be a new revitalized company, as they were suggesting in that letter. What do you think that they should cut back on? Tell us. For this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.
See ya.